They've got a few new parts. You can just carry a lot more speed everywhere, honestly. It jumps really good. It's just got more grip, more steering, more traction in the corners. It's a good improvement.
You can push it a lot harder, and it's a lot easier to drive.
Big improvement. We put it down straight away. I had to adjust because there had so much more steering. Yeah, no, it was a move in the right direction.
グリップが悪いところでももうちょっともっと曲がるように、とにかく丸く曲がるような車にした。
Main changes are just in the front end, the geometry wise. The rear suspension mount's a little bit different to give a different kick up. The front arm is longer, so you run like a narrower pivot, and then also the Ackerman changed a little bit.
逆にいい風に言うと綺麗にこう丸く回ってくれるっていうか、でそういう意味では TKI4 と比べて走りやすい車にはなったのかもしれないですね。
フロントアームをちょっとこうロング化して、フロントの間隔をちょっと変えて、あとはあっちこっちの各気になる3で気になるところを各場所をこう直した感じ。
Kyosho's newest release. It's an update to the World Championship TKI4 and new hinge pin mount for the front. We got a new rear hubs. There's new steering knuckles, different C hubs. They did a good job with the update, and it's going to be a good release.
How's the durability?
It's really good. We've got about I want to say 6 of them out here, and we haven't had one broken part all weekend. This track's obviously really brutal on the cars, and yeah, I mean, Yuichi Kanai, the designer's really stepped up his game, really stepped up his design game on the car. So it's going to be a good one.
Recording.
Okay.
So how's the TKI4 treating you?
So far so good, you know. Unfortunately, I was at a 10-skill race last week, so my car showed up while I was there. So I was home one day and had to build it before I came here. So no running until I got here. You know, really limited practice, different kind of track conditions. So been learning it, been changing. My last qualifier was definitely the best my car's felt since I've been here. Seems great so far, just still trying to get the feeling, you know, that I want. It's hard to tell if that's the track or the new parts, so yeah, trying to get it all going.
So what are the changes?
Main changes are just in the front end, the geometry-wise. The rear suspension mount's a little bit different to give a different kick up. We have stiffer front and rear arms, a little bit different rear hub as well, and then the wing and body. I'm not sure geometry-wise on the rear hub if it's different or not, but rear arm geometry is the same, but stiffer, some different webbing and different material. I think that's pretty much it.
So on track, how is it different than the 3?
It's hard to tell because, you know, I didn't drive my 3 like on this condition. The last time I was here, the track was completely polar opposite. It was like the loosest track ever, and now it's, you know, the most hooked up track ever. So it's difficult to say. With like the kick up changes in the front end doesn't dive as much, so that's been good. But just been trying to kind of find the balance. So, you know, the front end needs to dive a certain amount to get the steering you want, because you got to get that inside rear wheel off the ground. So I've been trying to work out with that, but yeah, so far it seems like it's driving really good. You know, I think the body is an improvement. The wing seems like it's been a big improvement, and I think the front end's an improvement for sure too. Just gotta fine tune it a little bit more and get used to it.
How's your season been so far?
It's been really rough actually. Last year was really good, and you know, I was coming in pretty confident, and just feel like I've kind of been like behind on all the tracks. Been working on my cars too much and just chasing stuff too much, so where I can't focus on my driving. And then, you know, the runs where I do have my car good, I'm just making silly driver errors. So, you know, just got to get the confidence back. Had some good runs here. I think my speed's good. Just seems like every run I'm like right there, you know, somewhere between 1st and 5th. And then it just ended up making a silly driver error, which, you know, is just on me. So I need to drive a little bit better.
And so the change from AKA to Proline has been pretty good so far?
Yeah, it's been good. You know, it's been more different than I thought, to be honest. You know, I've ran AK for a really long time, and it's just a different feeling. You know, it's definitely not a worse feeling, it's just different. So I'm struggling with trying to pick the right tires, and you know, the team's been great. You know, Daniel's given me much advice. Joe Bornhorst, he's been able to run 8 scale a lot more than me. He's been really, you know, giving me advice. But, you know, with the other stuff, it's like I knew what tire I was gonna run, and now I'm second guessing a lot more, and you know, I think I like a certain tread, and it might not be the same that, you know, Ty likes or Joe likes or something like that. So I need to figure out exactly what I'm liking. But my tires have been great. I like the electrons a lot. I liked whole shots a lot. The fugitive worked good as well. So it's just going to take it's taken a little bit more time than I expected.